Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to Good Morning, LaLa Land. We are so excited to welcome to the show the nation's #1 internet defamation lawyer, Erin Minc. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
So let's start from the very beginning. What is internet defamation?
Sure. It's when you're defamed online. Have negative information that's false, that's not true, that's on the internet about you.
So that's everybody's Instagram. Right? No, but in all seriousness, with social media comes haters, comes trolls, and they post things that aren't true about me, about each one of us online. Is that something that we can take legal action about?
Sure, absolutely. If it's something worthwhile to take legal action
What
about.
makes it worthwhile? What justifies coming to you?
If there's a lot of harm. The stuff that I deal with is fairly serious. Lots of times on social media, people are going to hate. The haters are going to hate, right? But at the end of the day, the people who come to me, who look for help for my services, are the ones who are, what's happening is very detrimental to their reputation, to their business, to their life.
Could you give us an example, just so we understand?
Yeah, absolutely. Some of the, people will be like extorted. There'll be an ex-employee who goes on a rampage, just trying to destroy a company or a business or someone's reputation.
What's the difference between slander and that? Is it the same?
So slander is oral. It's just speaking words, and then libel is online, and defamation is the combination of both or either. So yeah, either or.
Yeah. How did you come into doing this kind of work?
Yeah, so it's pretty niche. I'm an attorney, and I graduated from law school in 2010, and it was probably one of the worst job markets in the last 20 years to come into during the recession. And I kind of just fell into it. I wound up getting a client who had been defamed online. He was a business owner, and he needed help getting it down, and it was on a website called Ripoff Report. And I was the only one who could help him because you need a court order to get off that website. So the Ripoff Report was just destroying his business. People were finding it. It had a ton of terrible stuff written by someone. He was an entrepreneur. He'd taken a risk on a new business venture, and it just hadn't worked out. And someone lost some money.
So, Erin, if someone does feel that they have been defamed online, what do they need to bring to you? What information do they need to gather to build the case?
Sure. Well, you need to definitely preserve evidence, right? You want to take screenshots of what's happened. You want to print things up to preserve that. So if it disappears, then you have evidence that it happened at the end of the day.
And I'm guessing, well, I don't know, should people respond to whoever is sending messages about them or to them, or should, for the most part, screenshot and then move on?
It really depends on the context at the end of the day, right? If you're a big corporation, you're probably going to want to respond, right? You're going to get some negative things here or there, and as a PR thing, it's always best to respond. But
if you're a small business owner in Ohio, what do you do?
Right. If you're a small business owner, or it may not be the best idea to respond. It's always case by case, right?
So let's take the opposite. Let's say that something is out of ethics. Is there a time to make a report online and let the public know of? It would only be if you won a case, and then you put I don't really understand. Like, when would it be okay?
Right. I mean, it really depends on the situation. When it's a pretty serious allegation that involves legal elements, it's not always best to respond right away, because you could say something that's false about the other person, or it could subject you to liability. So if it's a pretty serious legal issue, you should probably refrain from responding, talk to your legal counsel, and then decide what you want to do about it. So
I mean, this could go as basic as a bad Yelp review. Right?
Yes.
I mean, can people take action for that? Let's say you had a horrible experience and you're like, I'm going to tell the world not to go to this restaurant. Can people take legal action?
Absolutely. I mean, look, at the end of the day, you can't just go off suing people and calling a lawyer every single time you get a Yelp review, right? especially if you're in the travel industry or a restaurant business or something. You're going to get bad reviews from time to time. It's more of when it's serious, when it involves something that you can't ignore, and it's going to cause you to lose, a ton of business. When it's something that's really going to financially harm you, it's going to affect you. And we deal with privacy concerns, like revenge porn, things of that nature, people who get some of the most private, intimate aspects of their life blasted online, who, that's going to if they don't do something about it, it'll follow them around forever.
Wow.
So, and we talk a lot about, or you talk a lot about positivity on your show, having your truth. We're the defenders of truth. I'm the defender of truth. So, we go out there.
Because I was going to ask that, like, how do you deal with that as a lawyer, like dealing with kind of dark stuff? But I guess that's where you might find your kind of peace in, is finding that you're actually fighting for truth for whomever.
Absolutely, and that's what we do for our clients. They come to us, and many times they're in a deep, dark place. They've got people just horrible things about them online. That's not true. That's just, it affects them every single day. It carries around with them. Their Google search results become their image in a lot of ways. It becomes a reflection of who they are, and they need to do something about it. And once we get that down, I've had people who cry to me. They're so happy. It's such a relief to them.
Do you ever have clients that come that you're like, yeah, you kind of like,
You deserve
you can use some work reviews.
Yeah.
How do you deal with somebody that you're kind of like, yeah, you kind of deserve that one?
Well, we don't judge people. Our job is that we help people, and people can progress, they can evolve. Everybody makes mistakes in their life, So having the opportunity to get that out of your search results and not have that hang around, even though it was something that happened years ago, to affect your ability to get employment, affect your ability to continue to enter into relationships with people. It's really good to help people in that way. And look, if someone's just a bad person, well, that's a repeat customer, right? So, but that is an aspect of it. We do. Look, we're here to help, and that's what we do best, and we do our job, and we try not to judge. There are some people where we're just like, okay, look, we're just not going to touch that one, right?
Do you
But,
practice nationally?
yes, globally. So we've gone to 3 different countries: Iceland, Canada. We get clients from all over the nation. It's a very specific niche. We deal with clients all over the nation. I just came in from a trial in Dallas, Texas. I was out there earlier this week, so it's yeah.
So please tell everyone where they can find
Absolutely.
you.
Minc Law, minclaw.com is where you can find us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We are Good Morning
Thank you.
LaLa, America's first live streaming daily talk show, coming to you live Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Thank you very much for celebrating National Cheese Day with us. Special thanks to the Beverly Hills Cheese Store. We are live Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. All of today's interviews are available as a podcast on iTunes, and the whole show is streaming on Apple TV and Roku via the EverTalk app.
That's right. We're waking up the world together. You guys have a great Thought Thursday, and may you live your truth.
Don't send any negative DMs.
That's right.
We got help.
It's going to be a good one, LaLa.